Today I will show how to draw UV graph for metal ion sensing. In this purpose, at first open your UV data file. Here, two things can be happened. In this case, first this is the data file. If you open the data file, you can see that there is a gap between this is the x column value and this is the y column value. But the thing is that here is the gap between 250 and 251. There is a gap where the y value did not appears. So if you drag this file to origin, you can see that no origin spectra will be generated. I am dragging this to you. Now you can see that this is my file, and if you open this, you could not see any graph. So at first we have to do or one more thing, that is we have to prepare our datasheet before to going to the origin graph. So what we have to do, first open this data file in Excel. So first I had opened Excel, then drag this file. I am starting from here, or I am starting with this one. Now drag this file to here. You can see that the file is opened in Excel. First double click on this arrow A and B. In between A and B you can find this arrow. When cursor is going, A and B arrow, double click on that. You can see that the X column is expanded. Now delete first two numbers, shift cell up so that the value will be started from the starting point. Now scroll down to lower portion, and you can see in that at this value 250 the Y column started. So we have to put a formula here. The formula is very simple. This is equal to right, press first bracket, then click on the starting value where the y-axis value starts. In this case, here for 250 the value started, so I am clicking here. Now close the first bracket, then click outside the box. So you can see that a number is generated. Now again further click on this box, and you can see that there is a small type box where you can see that this plus sign remains change to this part. So go to this point, then double click on the line. So you can see that a number of lines is generated. Now you have to go data, then filter. So here a new arrow is generated. So click on the arrow. You can find many things. One thing is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah blah blah, and at last you can find the blanks. So what I have to do, so I just remove this tick mark from the blank. What happens after this operation? We see that the vacant wavelengths are removed from my worksheet. Now click this A button and ensure that all the data is selected in A5. Then again go to text to column, press next. So here you can see that this is a comma. You can find that there is comma, and after comma the y value started. So we have to separate these one columns into two columns. So in this purpose, press on the comma button. If you find here full stop, then you have to full stop or semicolon or space, then you have to choose the correct one. In this case, here comma is obtained, so I am clicking just tick this comma bottom, then you can see that, yeah, just a minute. So this is the main thing. Now if I did not comma press next, so you can see that no separation, but go to back, press comma, then next, so you can see that two columns are generated, then finished. Okay, so you find that two columns are separated here, column A and column B. Now we have to select these two columns and copy this data by pressing Ctrl C, then paste it into origin file. So as we know, we have to increase the column value by pressing Ctrl D. I am increasing it up to 20 and press here. So at a moment, at first, you might think that the y value is omitted, but actually this is not. If we scroll down to lower portion, you can find that the y value started from 250 wavelength. So before these wavelengths are not available here. So what we have to do, we will just delete this value in later. So before that, I am showing you another data conversion. So what is the process? Now again, go to this file to the Excel, same thing, click on the A value so that the A will be expanded. Now delete this value and then go to the point where the y value started. Here at 250 the y value started. So just its nearest column, that is B, press equal to RIGHT, right? Press first bracket start, then click on the value A and finish the first one, then press in the outside of the box. Now here in previous one you can find the value is 7, but here the value is 1. So nothing worry about it, but we have to just follow this rule. So I am moving this cursor to here, then double click. The number is generated by default manually. So next thing is go to data, then filter, and when I click on filter, a new arrow generated. As it I mentioned it earlier. Now select a value, then go to text to column. Next, as I had already selected comma, so it by default selected comma, so I didn't have to change it. Next, finish. Yes. So here it is a x column, it is a y column. If this is a titration plot and x column is x, or it means the wavelength value is fixed, so we did not need to repeat this x column again and again. We just have to copy the y column value and put it into this origin. So what happened? Because we know that the x column is fixed, so I am just uh, pasting this y column's value. So when in this method, I have to we have to convert all this data according to this method. Now, when you finish this all these data, you will get a full data sheet. Now, at first, delete this un y data where the y value are not present. At first, delete these x columns. So I am selecting up to 249. That is here. Then click on the delete button. So you can see that the back and x columns are omitted. Now press on the line button, so you can see that this is my line. Okay, so hence the peak will be generated and the graph will be generated. So I can see your demo. I did not saving it. I had already saved a new folder. So this is my generated file. Now, so after completion of the method, you can find this type of window where the starting point of the wavelength and the y-axis are present, and after conversion of the all data, this data sheet is generated. Now I am just selecting this one and pressing this value, so you can see that a beautiful graph is obtained. So in this way we can plot the UV origin plot.